So Saturn is officially direct. Let's talk about Saturn and Neptune's movements and how they're going to be interacting with prophecy and fate and divination, basically until they both enter Aries in 2025. Neptune will enter Aries on March 30th of 2025, and then May 25th is when Saturn enters Aries, and there are no retrogrades from now until that happens. Well, Neptune needs to go direct on December 7th, but other than that, that's it. For those two planets, at least. When working with fate or weaving fate and working with astrology at the same time, towards the end of a transit, so when the degree of the sign becomes more mature, that is when we are more likely to be met with larger fates, larger crossings, larger wishes being granted, or larger important things happening in our lives. This can also happen during like prominent conjunctions, and when that happens and things are conjunct in your chart with the transits in the sky too, but I want to focus on the end of the transits right now as well. I have other videos on fate and on my page and like blogs and stuff if you want to learn more about that, but let's get back to the prophecy and divination part of this. If you are someone for years now, this is like a years long thing. This is not just something that it could be something that's been happening over like the previous year and a half since Saturn entered Pisces, but Neptune has been in Pisces for like a while now. It's like 11 years-ish, I'm pretty sure. So this is like visions, prophecies, divinations, feelings, knowings that have been just like rooted into your being for years. For me, sometimes this happens with like the deja vu stuff. I'm not going to talk about my personal visions and what they were, but I will give you the example of I was in the city, I was living in a different place at the time, and I was walking around and I could literally feel and see and hear myself being in another city while simultaneously thinking to my life was like falling apart at the time, okay? And simultaneously thinking to myself, I have no idea when that's going to happen. It's like not a possibility right in this moment, but like I can hear and feel and see this thing that is changing. Weird. Okay, so if you had any strange moments like that, dreams also. If there's any dreams you've been having over the previous years that have not for whatever reason, and you know that you're a prophecy dreamer, you know that your dreams are more than likely to somehow come true or they inform your life and how to make decisions. Those dreams right now, before Neptune and Saturn both enter Aries, those dreams are being revisited and brought back up to be in their completion phases. So for those of you who work with fate and have received prophecies or received those different visions or those different feelings, those different knowings, and have not really had an explanation for them, as long as you feel like they're true, all right? Because discernment is a really big part of that process. Don't just let the spirits speak fates over you for no reason, all right? Or speak things over you for no reason. But if you feel like it is really true for you, like you received that prophecy, that dream, that divination, that message, that thing, okay, you received it, and it feels like it's true for you, applicable. It will be over the next several months, probably something that does arrive. It's like, it's good timing for that to happen. If not in the next several months, we are going to have both Saturn and Neptune, re-enter Pisces in 2025. So we will have a revisit of, if it hasn't happened by the time that they enter Aries at the beginning of 2025 or like mid 2025, then there's a possibility of it coming back up at the end of 2025 and like early 2026. Just to keep a note on it if you need to. Those are like some long-term pictures or just some long-term things, but necessary, especially because Pisces, sometimes it can be harder to navigate. Like those visions, okay, when's it gonna happen? Why am I receiving this information? Where is this even coming from? Sometimes it's hard to navigate that space. So if you are someone, this is like maybe a little bit more niche, but if you are someone who's received those prophecies and divinations and you feel like they have yet to come to fruition, and you've also been kind of like working towards them or allowing yourself to create a life where they could be possible, expect them to show up either in the next couple of months or in the next year with those transits. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep doing what you need to do. Keep up your brew. That is true. And gratitude, reverence, and love to the indigenous spirits where I sit, talk, walk, and stand, and where you sit, talk, walk, and stand as well. I've been lacking with that in my internet practice recently, so I'm bringing it back, okay? I'm bringing it back. That's true. Maybe not a lack. Maybe it wasn't a lack. I just need to bring it back. Also true. Sometimes we need to rest from practices every once in a while and then bring them back. Saturn's also direct, so let me stay on track. Also that. Let me keep myself in order. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. Anyways, keep it up. I'll talk to you soon. And hopefully, because for me, whenever I have those prophecy, divination, deja vu moments, they're like almost always really good. Like 99% of the time. They're always really good. So love you, Fate. Thank you so much. Thanks. Oh, I love you, Fate's well. I love that. I love you, Fate. I love you, presence. I love you, change. Thank you. Thank you.